backyard where we have orange trees that have been here since before I was born. And so since my family goes through a lot of oranges, because ever since I was diagnosed, we've been trying to get healthier, eat healthier. So with the orange juice that we get from these oranges, we make a healthy mush from like cabbages and other veggies, carrots and fruits, so that the oranges kind of mitigate the veggie taste, so that it doesn't taste so crazy or so terrible. And so I'm out here picking the oranges while they're ripe. Also coming out into the backyard and gardening and picking fruits is pretty good for the mind. Ever since I've been diagnosed, a lot of things go through my mind, and this kind of settles my mind and lets me not think about the horrible things that are happening in my life or happening in the world, but just focus on picking the oranges, focusing on one thing. And while I'm in the backyard, a lot of times I do converse with God, or basically yell at him, or ask him questions, and I guess get angry or let it all out, I guess. And so it's pretty calming. It's a good release where I don't hurt anybody else, and maybe the tree if it has feelings, but for the most part no one hears me. Maybe my neighbors. I'm embarrassing myself, but as long as I'm not embarrassing anybody else. And also, one of the things I've been becoming very interested in is organic foods, wholly organic foods. I've been hearing things about like the American food system and how it's like super corrupt, and it makes sense. Even like the natural orange juice they sell in supermarkets in America have sugar in them, and sugar is one of the worst foods or the worst things that you can put into your body. So having wholly organic, no added sugar, no added artificial sugars, having wholly organic foods is really healthy, and I'm hoping that this would help my recovery. I mean, I'm feeling a lot better than I was, what is it now, 7 years ago when I was diagnosed, obviously, thanks to the power of healing through Jesus. But there's still a lot of work. I'm still praying for a complete restoration of my brain and my body. As you can tell, I'm not always fully there, and my brain logs out sometimes and glitches here and there. So still working on it. Also been very busy with school, but thankful that I'm at the point where I'm doing okay. Like, I'm able to go like 3 days of like morning to night, working and studying, but usually sometimes here and there when I'm overloaded and stressed and stuff, I guess my brain just kind of freezes, where parts of my fingers and my toes get numb and something, and my head starts to hurt sometimes, but that's when I'm really tired or it's really cold. And yeah, there's still work to be done. I'm just praying that God will restore my body, my brain, and that through the things that I do, like picking oranges, that my body would become healthier and stronger, and more resilient. But on top of everything, one thing I've always wondered is if I should just quit everything and move to a Scandinavian country and become a farmer there. I mean, I do have some relatives who could probably sponsor me and get me in to their country legally, and becoming a farmer where I don't have to think or go to school or do much. I could just plow the fields and feed the animals and get food, get enough for my survival, and just, not have to think and go into massive amounts of debt. But that's for later. I do have work experience though. But right now I'm planting new orange trees that I bought from Home Depot. Since we go through so many oranges, I thought it'd be kind of wise to plant more orange trees. And now I'm washing the oranges right under the orange tree. What this does is that I can save the water, or I just put the water back into the trees and none of the water will get wasted. I think I'd be a pretty good person at managing water, because recently near where I live there was huge fires that they couldn't put out because there was no water. There was so much rain last year, but what happened to all of it? They should hire me. I think I'll do a better job than them. They all need to be fired. The people who are managing where I live just let the water go down the drain and back into the ocean, so that's definitely a failure on them. And so if you want to hire me, tell me where to apply. So after picking all the oranges, I'm back inside, making sure everything is clean, and whoops, I'm looking for something again. I do have a tendency to lose things that are right in front of me, and I don't really pay attention to where I place things, and so I get lost really easily, and I lose things so easily. Like where I park my car, I need a tracker and everything. And what really frustrates me is that a lot of things that I lose are right in front of me, like this orange juicer, which I put in front of me, and I can't believe I lost it when it was right in front of me. Hi. So one of the good things that came out from my ordeal is this jug that they gave me in the hospital so that I could measure my water intake, because they wanted me to flush out all the medication that they put in me, and it's still useful today. We use it to measure, and I'm still looking for something. My goodness, what's wrong with me? Like I said, I can't find anything, and I lose everything. This is the kind of things that happen if you do too many drugs. Kids, don't do drugs. And finally, let's get started.
A few moments later.
But wait, there's more. I put the orange peels under the orange tree to become fertilizer. And basically, what I'm doing is I'm putting the ancestors, the parents, under their ancestors so that they can grow new fruit. And there they are. And some for the baby trees where their ancestors will become fertilizer. Just like one day we will all turn it back into dust, these oranges will become dirt that will help the new oranges grow strong and healthy. And thus ends the full cycle of the life of an orange.